Why do some people fast track to the top while others get stuck? Because corporate America isn't ruled by what's written, it's shaped by what's unwritten. Hi, I'm Joy Chen. Welcome to Mastering the Unwritten Rules, the Corporate Professional's Insider Guide to Success. In this video, we'll uncover the unwritten rules of corporate culture, explore how they shape who rises and who doesn't, and show why your unique perspective can be your greatest advantage. Let's get started. What is culture? Often we think of foods and festivals and arts, the visible aspects of culture, what anthropologists call artifacts. They're fun to celebrate, but our understanding of culture shouldn't stop with celebrations. That's because, just like an iceberg, most of culture lies beneath the surface. Below the waterline are the learned and shared patterns of any group. These patterns shape how we communicate and collaborate. Because they're subconscious and automatic, they're hard to see. But we must understand them because these are the aspects of culture below the waterline that are the differences that make a difference. They are the unwritten rules of any group. So around here, when we talk about culture, we'll focus on what lies beneath the waterline. Festivals may be fun, but it's the unwritten rules of culture that determine whether you succeed or get stuck. Now, here's a big reason why corporate America might feel strange to you. It's really weird. By that, I don't mean odd, I mean weird, as in Western, educated, industrialized, rich, and democratic. Harvard anthropologist Joe Henrich coined this acronym to describe how weird societies are some of the most psychologically unusual cultures on Earth. At first, the idea sent shockwaves through the social sciences, but today the term is widely accepted. The defining trait of weird societies? They're at the far extreme of the global spectrum when it comes to one trait, individualism. And since corporate is really weird, this means that leadership gets associated with individualistic behaviors such as self-promotion, assertiveness, and cultivating a broad and shifting network of connections to support your goals. Now, if you grew up in a weird culture, all this may seem totally normal. It's just how leadership works. But if your background isn't weird, then entering the corporate world can feel like stepping into a whole different universe. Why are Western cultures so weird? Let's go back thousands of years to ancient Greece. Greece's geography encouraged fishing, hunting, trading, and shipping, lucrative careers which require less reliance on others. With all this wealth and sense of personal agency, Westerners began to see themselves as independent actors, heroes of their own stories. Think of Homer's Odyssey, where the hero isn't defined by his family or community, but by his journey and his courage. In Western cultures, leadership became about standing out, not fitting in. Contrast this with other cultures around the world. For example, in India and China, the geography favored large-scale agriculture, requiring massive irrigation systems and highly complex social structures. Rice farming is not an individual pursuit. It's a collaborative effort. Farmers needed to align planting and watering and harvesting with their neighbors. To thrive or even to survive, this interdependence created cultures where harmony, teamwork, and relational ties outweighed personal independence. Identity was rooted not just in the individual, but in family, community, and collective roles. In these cultures, leadership isn't about standing out, it's about ensuring everyone succeeds together. Do these ancient cultural patterns still matter today in the age of the internet? Let's find out. Look at these three items, a cow, a duck, and grass. Which two do you think belong together? Researchers found that kids in the US mostly grouped the cow and duck because they're both animals. They focused on categorizing individual objects. In China, most kids grouped the cow and grass because cows eat grass. They focused on the relationship between the two. Which did you pick and why? This experiment reveals how cultural differences shape cognitive differences. Weird cultures emphasize analytical thinking, breaking big problems into parts and solving them one at a time. They focus on individual objects. Relational cultures emphasize holistic thinking, seeing the big picture and the connections between the parts. Now, imagine if everyone on your team thought the same way. Blind spots would multiply, opportunities would be missed, and risks would go unnoticed. That's how groupthink happens, and it's why cognitive diversity is crucial for success. All this is why, if you are a first-gen corporate professional, your unique strengths are your superpower. If you have perspectives different from the dominant ones on your team, your ideas aren't just valuable, they're essential. You can be the key to breaking groupthink, unlocking innovation, and driving growth in ways that others simply can't. But here's the thing, to fully contribute your strengths and to make the impact you're capable of, you need to understand and navigate corporate's unwritten rules. Here at Mastering the Unwritten Rules, I'll show you how to do just that. I'll walk you through the specific steps to adapt strategically and bring your full strengths to the table. Let's network and build community on LinkedIn. Share your story. How has your background shaped the way you see corporate's unwritten rules? What lessons or insights have you learned? This is a chance to connect, inspire, and enlighten others about the power of being first gen. I can't wait to hear your story. Always remember, you are extraordinary, and the future is yours to shape. Let's master the unwritten rules together. Subscribe below. Would you like to decode corporate America's unwritten rules with me? Get my free 5-day email course at thejoychen.com/unwrittenrules.